There were many great series on this past weekend in the MLB. However, the Astros and the Rangers had a long battle of 4 games for this past weekend series for the bragging rights in Texas. After the weekend series, the Astros were able to make a significant cut into the Rangers' lead in the division by winning the series and taking 3 of the 4 in Arlington. Over the weekend, the Astros fans showed up in big numbers, as all you could hear on the TV while watching this game was "Let's go Astros" over the Ranger faithful who were trying to start their chance to propel their teams to comebacks and to try to let their team know, hey, we're here to support you. Well, this is our home. The Astros can't come in here and do this. But one thing that this season has been full of surprises. And one of them surprises is the Texas Rangers. This is a young core with young players who weren't exactly expecting to be in this position for another 2 to 3 years. But they're here now. But don't get your hopes up high if you're a Rangers fan. Because one thing I'm not really sold on is their ability to stay where they're at. At one point, the Texas Rangers were considered the hottest team in baseball, and rightfully so. They have 4 All-Stars on this team that can get things done on both sides of the plate. However, they're a young team. They have a young core, and they don't quite have that experience yet. Now, jumping over to the Astros. The Astros are a team that have very underperformed this season, specifically in the pitching. Don't get me wrong, it's hard when you start the season without basically the face of the franchise, Altuve, who had a broken bone and couldn't start the season with the team. Michael Brantley's also been out. Jose Abreu, who you went out and got out expecting to be the home run king for this season, took him almost 40 games to get his first home run of the season. This team has not quite had things fall into them. The fact that they're still this close in the race just tells you one thing about them. They know what they got to do. Just imagine a lion that's stalking its prey in the safari. He's just there, just simply watching, calculating his move, knowing when to attack. And that's what I get whenever I think about the Houston Astros. They're just hanging around, trying to stay relevant. And as the season's starting to get later, approaching the All-Star break, approaching the trade deadline, things are going to start shifting in a positive way for this Astros team. The Astros team has always been one to go out and get players at the trade deadline. And nothing's going to change. That's going to happen this year. They still have their core. They are still well within range of going out there and making something happen this season, making another consecutive run at the ALCS. Houston Astros are still my pick to win this division. They proved it this past weekend by winning the series in Arlington and taking down the hype train of the Texas Rangers.